Hello. Hello. Is it audible? Hello.
Ma'am.
Hello.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So here in the previous class we were discussing about Smith chart. Smith chart, how the what is the nature of Smith chart, what and all it consists. Okay, that we were discussing in the previous class. So actually that Smith chart, ZY Smith chart, mainly in our this RF circuit design and impedance matching circuits, we are using ZY Smith chart. In the ZY Smith chart, there are four circles are there. There are four type circles are there. They are corresponding associated with the impedance and the admittance. Impedance and admittance. So associated with this admittance, there are two type of circles: susceptance circles and the conductance circles. And associated with the impedance, again there are two type of circles: are the reactance circles and the resistance circles. Okay, so it is a combination of all the four type of circles. So and also I told out how to read the admittance, how to read the impedance and admittance at a particular position over the Smith chart. So at any position, see for any position over the Smith chart, for example here, what is the impedance at this particular position, or what is the admittance at this particular position, that you can read from the Smith chart. So in the given Smith chart, what is the admittance here, for example. So what we have to do, you should find here what is the conductance value here and what is the susceptance value at this particular position. For example, y, what is y? Y is equal to uh, G plus JB. G is the conductance and B is the susceptance here. So you should find out what is the value of G here, what is the value of B here. Okay. To find the value of G, because y is equal to G plus JB. So you should find first what is the value of G here, conductance value. So to find the conductance value, what you have to do, you should find the uh, conductance circle, which is a conductance circle value passing through this particular position. So this is the point where we are finding the admittance here. So what is the admittance here? How do you find that? To find that, you should see the conductance circle passing through this point and note down the value of that conductance circle, because every conductance circle has a particular conductance value. So every conductance value form a circle on the Smith chart. Okay, so this is the conductance circle here. So you find what is the value of this conductance circle. See, this is the conductance circle passing through this particular point here. So you should note down what is the conductance value, conductance circle value. So to read that, you should see the values of conductance circles are written here. You see, these are the values here. These are the values here. So this particular circle which is passing through this point has a value here. So that value here. So this is a circle here. That value is a point 3.3. This is point 0.4. So this is a point. You see here written it is point 0.3. So this circle point 0.3 conductance circle is passing here. Okay. So that is a conductance value. So G is equal to zero point 0.3. Next, you should find out what is the B value. B value at this particular position. B means, see here, you should find this is a B circle. This is susceptance circles. This and this is also susceptance circle here. But here the circle is not given here, because they will become very dense for all values of B. So they have given it for zero point 0.5 and zero point 0.4, but the circle passing through this is not given here. So you should take some intermediate between B circle and this B circle. So here it is a zero point 0.4 here, this is a zero point 0.5 here. So in between 0.4 and 0.3, 0.4 and 0.5, value 0.3. Okay, so you can take the susceptance value passing through this. This is maybe a one more circle here if you draw. Okay, that is a B value 0.3 can take. So that is what is the value here, 0.3 minus 0.3J. because the circle value, so if you draw one more circle, it will pass like this, is correct? Susceptance circle, its value is in between this circle and this circle. So take this circle value and this circle value, intermediate of that is the value of B here. So, and it is in the upper part of this Smith chart, negative values of B, all these negative values. Okay. So, it is around zero point 0.3. So, the value of admittance here is, G value is 0.3 as we read from here, and B value is 0.3, but it is minus 0.3. So, 0.3 minus J 0.3 is the Y value here, admittance, and it is normalized value. Normalized value. To get the actual value of y, you should multiply it by y naught. Y naught. You should multiply that value by y naught. Okay. Y naught is 1 over z naught. Okay. That value will be getting answer, whatever the answer here. Similarly, at the same position, we can read the what is the impedance value at the same position. We can read admittance as well as impedance also. See, what is the impedance value at this position? You just read the reactance circle passing through this point. Reactance circle, which reactance circle passing, which resistance circle passing through this point. You will be getting the impedance at this particular position. Impedance is equal to R plus JX. So R value, you read what is the R value. See, for example, for this R is, you see the which resistance circle is passing. Resistance circle means these are the resistance circles. See, this is a resistance circle. Which resistance circle is passing? So the resistance circle passing, this is not passing. You see, this is a resistance circle, it is not passing. This is resistance, it is also not passing. Only this circle, resistance circle is passing through this. Okay. So what is the value of resistance? You see, that is equal to 1 here. It is written here, 1. R value is 1 here. And what is the X value you should read? X value means reactance value. Which reactance circle is passing through this point? That you should see. Which reactance circle is passing? See, this is the reactance circle. This is the reactance circle. This is a reactance circle. So, this reactance circle is not passing. This is not passing, and this is also not passing through this particular point. So, the circle passing is somehow this is near to this. See this circle. This is a reactance circle passing through this point. So what is the value of that? You should read here. So here it is a 1.4, I think 1. The value written here. This is 1.2, 1.4. This is 1.6. This is okay, 1.6, this is 1.8, 1.6, 1.6 and 1.4. So that is in between, that means 1.5. This is 1.5, 1.4, 1.4, 1.6. So in between that, it is a 1.5. Okay, 1.5, but it is not exactly passing here, center of this. So you can take it as a 1.55, because it is 1.6, here it may come somewhere here, so that value may be 1.55. So like that you can read. So it is R value is 1, reactance value is 1.55. So the answer is 1 plus 1.55, because reactance is positive upper part. So X value is plus 1.55 passing through this point. So 1 plus 1.55. So like that reactance values you can read here. Okay, so the way, that is a way of reading admittance and impedance at the same position. And you should identify circles, resistance circle and reactance circles passing through this particular. You can observe here, see, this is a conductance circle passing. This is a conductance circle passing through the point. This is a resistance circle passing through the point. Okay, you should be able to identify. Usually you take any point over the Smith chart. See any point, resistance circle also passes through the point, conductance circle also passes through the point. See, for example, this point, what you can observe, see, this is the resistance circle passing through the point. This is the resistance circle passing through that point. What is the value of resistance here? It is some value, you can read 0.4 here. This is 0.6. Okay, so 0.5, some value. Okay, you read 0.4, okay, it's not clear in this. We will see another some point to 3 return value. What is 0.6? This is 1 1 point okay, somehow this is the resistance value. You should read here whatever the resistance value. Similarly, conductance circle is also passing. See, this is a conductance circle passing through the point. You should be able to identify resistance circle and a conductance circle passing. Similarly, reactance circle and susceptance circle passing through that particular point. Okay, this is the conductance circle, this is the resistance circle. Okay, so this is about how to find reactance value and susceptance value, conductance value, resistance value at any position over the Smith chart. Okay, so next we will move to that impedance matching. So here matching network design using Smith chart. That is particularly we are looking at a L matching circuit. Okay, matching network design using the Smith chart. Okay, all of you able to hear? Is it audible? Hello?
Yes, ma'am.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay. So matching network design using Smith chart. So we can use now that ZY Smith chart to find the impedance matching network. Okay. So in the TLW and also in this unit of your RF circuit, that L matching network is there and also stub matching is there. Two type of matching network we are studying in the unit 3 of your RF circuit also. One is the L matching network, another is the single stub design. Both are there. Okay. So first we will see how to design the L matching network. Okay, to match the impedance. So in the previous, as we have studied in-depth discussion in the previous semester TLW, for a matching purpose, matching for a maximum power transfer, the load must be, for if you want a maximum power transfer to the load ZA, impedance of the source must be matched with the impedance of the transmission line, should be matched with the ZA. Then only we will be getting maximum power transfer from this source to the load. Okay, that we studied in depth in the previous semester. So here is a source impedance is ZS. Okay. And Z0 is the characteristic impedance of the transmission line. See here, this is a transmission line. It doesn't behave like a simple short circuit as we studied in the previous semester. It doesn't behave like a simple short. Okay. There is a dissipation of power. There is a attenuation is there. There is a phase shift is there. Okay. All those will happen over a transmission line as we studied in the previous TLW. So once the signal enters the transmission line, actually this is the interconnect used to connect the source to the load. So this is a source and the load. To connect the source to the load, there is a transmission line. Transmission line, it is just a simple, it may be a any type of connector, it may be okay, but that at high frequency, it behaves like a transmission line. Transmission line means that a small piece of even in the order of or centimeter introduces loss phase shift. Okay, loss also introduces phase shift also there because okay at high frequency. See, as the signal enters here, while the signal traveling over this transmission line, it experiences a loss and also it experiences a phase shift because of the length of the line. Automatically, amplitude also changes while the signal is traveling. So the signal observed here is not same as the signal observed here. Okay, after traveling a distance of this much distance. So, and every transmission line has a characteristic impedance Z0. See, this is a Z0. Every transmission line has a characteristic impedance Z0. So, to get a maximum power transfer from, so at high frequency, this is a interconnect behaves like a transmission line. It has a characteristic impedance Z0. For a maximum power transfer in such a case at high frequency, this ZS must be matched to Z0. Z0 must be matched to ZA. Okay. So in this particular syllabus and your circuit, this topic, what we are doing, we are assuming this ZS is matched with the Z0. Assume, okay, this is 50 ohm, this is also 50 ohm, or this is equal to Z naught character, assuming like that. Okay, both are matched, Z naught and Zs matched, but this is not a matched one. Z8 may be anything. Okay, so that condition we are assuming here. Okay, in such a case, so okay, this is a matched with a Zs, but this is not matched. But for maximum power transfer, what we needed is all these three should be matched here. Even this is Z naught matched to Zs, what we can get, this Zs can deliver maximum power to transmission line, but it cannot, from here, the power may not be delivered to the Za, because this Za is not matched with the Z naught. So what we are doing, to get a maximum power transfer from here, from the source, okay, to the Za, we should insert a impedance matching network here. Before this Za, we should connect a impedance matching network. So power will be coming to here. Okay, power will be here, but to get a maximum power from here to the load Za, what we needed, it should be looking this direction. Looking this direction between the terminal 2 impedance must be equal to this Z naught, equal to this Z naught. Then only power, maximum power will be delivered from the source to the load ZL. Okay, so what now you see, if without impedance matching network, what is the impedance between two? If you're looking in this direction, it is equal to Za. Okay, so but what maximum power will not be delivered because Za is not equal to Z naught. So what we need to do, looking between these two terminals into the towards the load, we should change the impedance to Z naught. See, like this, by connecting matching network like this, looking towards 2 the impedance must be equal to Z naught. Then what happens, this source will deliver maximum power to the matching network. Okay, it will deliver maximum power to the matching network. See, if you make a looking connect some network here, okay, make a impedance between two equal to Z naught, then what happens, this source delivers maximum power between the terminal 2 it will deliver maximum power to 2 that means to the network, whatever the rest circuit here, to the circuit here. Okay, that means we will take maximum power to the network here, to this entire network including this ZL. Okay, okay, so that what we need to do, uh, we should change the impedance between these two terminal equal to Z naught. Okay, then maximum power will be delivered from here to the terminal 2. Otherwise, see, like this, if you do not connect impedance matching network, it is equal to ZA. Impedance is ZA. See, you are looking in this direction, matching network is not there. What is ZIN? ZIN is equal to ZA. So maximum power will not be delivered to here. Okay, so what we maximum power will not delivered from this source to the terminal 2, that means to the network next to that. See here, that's why what we are doing, looking in this direction, we are changing that to impedance equal to Z naught. For example, if it is 50 ohm, so this is a ZS something. Okay, it is not equal to 50, it is something. What is our intention here, we should change the impedance between two. That means you should change this to 50 ohm. Okay, that is by connecting the matching network like this. Okay, so once we make this equal to 50 ohm, then what happens, Z equal to Z naught, what happens, source will deliver maximum power to this network, this network. Okay, now assuming this network is lossless, assuming this network is a lossless, that means it doesn't dissipate any power, then what happens, the power from here delivered to the load ZL. If it is an lossless one, then maximum power will be delivered to this ZL. Okay, so like that, we can so what we are needed between, how to change this impedance ZA to a Z naught, that is our question. To do that, what we did in the previous semester, this matching network we designed, L matching network we were using. Okay, so it consists of this, to change the impedance ZA to Z naught, what we did, we added like this components. See, one component, reactive components, because as if you lossless means this should not dissipate any power. Matching network should dissipate less power as possible. Usually reactive elements dissipates very less power. Okay, that's why reactive elements we have to use in the matching network. So that is X and here, see here like this is a matching network. By connecting like this one element and connecting like this another element, we can change the impedance. Looking in this direction, we can change it to 50 ohm. Okay, that is our requirement. This is something, but we are making that to 50 ohm. By connecting this next to this, we are adding this. Again, one more we are adding like this to get a 50 ohm. Okay, so this X and maybe anything, here inductor capacitor combination. This series element and a shunt. Shunt element always we are taking a susceptance, and so to the series element we are taking it as a reactance here. Okay, so the combination maybe it may be inductor and capacitor or capacitor inductor, any combination for this, and also it may be in this nature also. See, X may be series element here first. Next is the shunt element. But here in this combination, first is the series element. Sorry, first shunt element. Next to the ZL. First element means first this we are adding to the ZL. We are adding first shunt element. Next series element. But here what we are doing, first adding series element, next shunt element. Okay, second element is the shunt element. Any of one, either this one or this one you can use to get the impedance matching here 50 ohm. Okay, so it may be again a combination of any well, inductor and a capacitor. Okay. Okay, so now how to bring that impedance using two combinations? See, this is a ZL here. Okay, by adding like this inductor and any combination, see like this. By adding the element like this, reactive elements, we can bring the impedance looking in this direction equal to this Z naught. Okay. So how to do that? That we saw in the previous semester, and also I am repeating in this one. So here this is an example. Okay, so what we are doing is we are having this impedance. See like this impedance, any impedance, given impedance, some impedance is a given here. Okay, so this impedance we can change this impedance for here. This is a ZL here. This is not equal to 50 ohm. Okay, 50 ohm means on the Smith chart, it is plotted to center of the chart. See, 50 ohm means it is always marked at the center of the Smith chart. This is the center of the Smith chart. Okay, so now what we can do, see this ZL, we can, it is not equal to our 50 ohm. So what we did here in this example, we can change it to 50 ohm. So to the ZL, for example, if EP, this is a point here. Okay. If the load point A as shown in figure here. Okay. This is, you mark this value, whatever given here. For example, some load is given, it is marked here. It is 0.2 plus J 0.2. The value of a normalized value of this load, for example, 0.2 plus J 0.2 given. It is marked here. Okay, sorry, it may be 0.5 something. It is marked here. So now it is not at the center. So what is this? If you look here, see, now if you're looking in this direction towards the load, what is the value of impedance here? It is this. This is the value. See, now this is a circuit given, ZA, impedance given, it is marked here. Now, without impedance matching network, if you look like this, what is the impedance you are observing? It is equal to this. This is the value here. Okay. But what I want looking in this direction, it must be equal to this. It must be equal to this value. Okay, that means whenever you look this direction, you must stay here. Okay, but where you are now, you are here on the Smith chart. You are here on the Smith chart. But what we want when you look in this direction, I should be here. I should be here. Okay. So now the question is how to come from here to here. Okay. How to reach from here to here. Okay. That is the question here. You should come to here. But now we are here. But you should reach here. How to reach? You cannot simply come here. You should add some element next to this. You should change the impedance. Is correct. ZA should be changed. How do you change ZA? How do you change this ZA? ZA will change if you add series value. If you add a inductor or a capacitor to this ZA or resistance, the value will change. Is correct. If you want to change the impedance between these two, what we can do, we have to add capacitor, inductor, or a resistor. Usually we do not add a resistance. The value, what we can do, we have to add a reactance. You can add a reactance in series to this, impedance will change. Either if you add a reactance in shunt, then also we will be changing the impedance between this. Okay. So we know how to change the impedance here. Okay, I want this impedance 50 ohm. That means we should change this impedance. Okay, how to change the impedance? Either by adding series element or a shunt element, capacitor or an inductor. We don't know what value of capacitor you have to add what value of capacitor you put it in shunt. That we do not know. How to add to change this impedance to 50 ohm, that we do not know here. It is not simple by doing mathematical calculation also. So you can use the Smith chart. See here, you can use which elements you can add to this ZA, change the value of this ZA to 50 ohm. Okay, to between these two terminal. So this ZA you have now. So like this, see what we can do to reach. You should reach this position. So from here you can move to this. You should move to here. To move to this point, what you can do, you should move over either resistance circle from here or over a conductance circle. See, from this position, you should reach this position only by moving on resistance circle passing through this point or conductance circle passing through this point. See like this. You can move by doing that. We are not changing the conductance value. Okay, we are not adding resistance. If you do not want to add a resistance, what we have to do, you should move on a conductance circle like this or on a resistance circle like this. Okay, because we do not want to add any resistance here. Okay, that's why from here you want to reach here. What we can do, from here you should move on conductance circle like this or resistance circle like this to reach this point. Now what I did in this particular problem, from here you move on a conductance circle. See like this. You move on conductance circle like this. Passing. You first observe which conductance circle is passing through this point. Point A. Which conductance circle? This is the conductance circle passing. Okay. And resistance circle passing like this. You can move over this also. You can move over this also. But I have taken like this. See like this. So this is a conductance circle. From here I am moving like this over the conductance circle. And I reached here. Okay, why I am reaching here? Because I want to come here over the resistance circle. See, if I start here and if I stop here, what happens? See, I want to reach this point. Okay, this point. If I start here, I will stop here. If I start here, can I reach this point? See, even you stop here, See, you move from here. Move from here. You are moving on the conductance circle. Which element will be added here? Moving on conductance circle in the clockwise direction. It adds shunt capacitor. See, moving in the clockwise direction on the conductance circle, it adds a capacitor in shunt. Okay. But if I moved up to only this point, okay, if I move to here, from here, can I reach this point? Because from here to reach this point, wherever you are, if you want to reach this point, again you have to move from here. You should move on the resistance circle or on the conductance circle. See, like this. Okay, conductance circle only we have to move here. So if I move on a conductance circle, if I want to reach this point, again I stop here only. Then only I can move here like this. If I stop here, I have to move on here like this. See, I cannot reach the center of the Smith chart. If I stop here, I cannot reach center. Even I go like this, I cannot reach the center here. So only what I have to do, from here I should reach R is equal to 1 circle. See here, R is equal to, if I reach R is equal to 1 circle, from here I can move over this like this. See, from here, wherever you are, what we have to do, wherever the element is, first what we have to do, you should reach the R is equal to 1 circle or G is equal to 1 circle first. From here, over the conductance circle or resistance circle you move. First what you have to do, you should reach the R is equal to 1 circle or G is equal to 1 circle. See, from here we are moving on a conductance circle, so you should reach the R is equal to 1 circle. See, this is R is equal to 1. So I stop here, A to C. From here, what you have to do, you should move this way, anti-clockwise direction. Okay, you should not move like this. You see, from here, you cannot move like this also. If you move further here, we cannot reach this point. If you move here on the resistance circle like this, we cannot reach the center of the Smith chart. Okay, what you have to do, from here, you move in the anti-clockwise direction. Okay, on the resistance circle to reach the center. Okay, this point. So from here, you have to move like this. Okay, so year to year you have to move. What is the element added? Capacitor in shunt. Okay, next on the resistance circle we are moving from here on the resistance circle. That adds the anti-clockwise direction. So it is capacitor in series. This is a capacitor in series. So like that, so if you do that, what we are by adding this one, impedance value takes this value. See, if you add this, if you add capacitor in shunt along with this ZL, if you measure impedance here, it is equal to C. Now by adding this X, see, in capacitor in series, what is the impedance looking in this direction? It is equal to this, that is a 50 ohm. So we changed by adding this and by adding this overall impedance. What is the impedance now? It is addition of parallel combination of this plus series of this is the total impedance here. If you do add parallel of this to the series, total impedance will become 50 ohm. That is equal to what we are now here. See, like this. Okay, so by adding like this capacitor and inductor, we got a here 50 ohm here. That impedance is equal to 50 ohm. So now, see, like that you can easily find the value now. See, capacitor we added here, capacitor. You can find the value of capacitor here. What is the capacitor? What is the capacitor added in series? That you can find easily. That we will see easily. We will see the procedure how to do that. But we will see how to add it first. How to add, what element will be added. That we will see. Okay. So, hello, is it audible? Hello, Karthik.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, okay, and Sushma. Sushma is there?
Yes, ma'am.
Jamuna? Okay,
Yes, ma'am.
okay. Okay, so moving on, see from this point you can move like this also. See, if you move like this, what happens from here? If you want a impedance matching, or if you want a 50 ohm, see from here if you move like this, do you get 50 ohm? So you cannot move like this. And from here if you move like this, do you reach the 50 ohm? We do not get. Okay, that way also. But from one option is by moving like this, we will be getting 50 ohm. Other way is from here you can move like this also, but you stop here. G is equal to one circle, you see here, you should stop here, and from here you can reach here. This is another way. Okay. Hmm. So that is one okay, another problem you see here. Another way also you can do. For example, here you see that I have done here. See, some point is here. I have, okay, I want a impedance is equal to here uh, 50 ohm. I want a 50 ohm. I am here. What how to change it? See here, one option from here. Okay, wherever you are, from there you should G is equal to one circle or R is equal to one circle. That is the option here. See from here, this is a from this point you should reach this. Okay, what is the possible ways here? See, from here in which direction I have to move? You should move only on resistance circle or only conductance circle. You should not forget that. You should move only on conductance circle or resistance circle. See here, this position, this is a resistance circle passing. This is a resistance circle passing, and this is the conductance circle passing. Okay. Okay, I want to reach this position here. See now, for example, from here if I move like this, will I reach R is equal to one circle or G is equal to one circle? See, from here you should move on resistance circle or react conductance circle, uh, such that you should reach the R is equal to one circle or G is equal to one circle. Okay, for example, in this problem, from here you move, for example, this clockwise direction and the resistance circle. Do you reach R is equal to one circle or G is equal to one circle? You do not reach. It will be ending here. But from here, again, if you move on a conductance circle, this is a conductance circle. If I move like this, I can reach R is equal to one circle. See here, see from here, if I move like this, I can reach here R is equal to one circle. From here, I can move to center of the Smith chart. That is one solution. What I did in the previous just slide. Okay, from here you move like this, reach here, and you will be ready. Another way is from here, what you can do, if you move on this, you see, if you move, you will be reaching R is equal to one circle, and from there you can move to here. See, this is R is equal to one circle. Okay, from here you can move like this and reach here, and it will be moving like this. That is one solution. Okay, another solution, see, if you move like this, see, if you move like this in the anti-clockwise direction, you do not reach R is equal to one circle or G is equal to one circle. So you cannot do that. Okay, but what we can do from here, if you move like this on the resistance circle in the anti-clockwise direction, see, anti-clockwise on the, this is resistance circle, this is resistance. Okay, if you move in the clockwise direction, you do not reach R is equal to 1 or G is equal to 1. But from here, if you move like this, okay, on the R circle, resistance circle, you will be reaching the G is equal to one circle. See here, this is G is equal to one circle. Okay, so what I did, from here we moved like this, and from here I reached to center of the Smith chart. Through the center of the Smith chart, G is equal to one circle or R is equal to one circle is passing. See here, if you want to reach this, okay, only two option. You should be on the R is equal to one circle. This is R is equal to one circle. R G is equal to one circle. Then only we will be reaching here. And also you cannot move over reactance circle and susceptance circle. See, from here you should not see. For example, you are here. You should not move over the susceptance circle. You should move only over either resistance circle or conductance circle to reach this point. You should not move over susceptance circle or reactance circle. Okay, that you should keep it in mind. You should not move over a susceptance circle or reactance circle. You should move only on resistance circle and conductance circle. Okay, so from here you reach this point. Okay, so if you on R is resistance G is equal to 1 circle, you can reach this point. Okay, similarly, if you wherever you are on R is equal to 1 circle, you can reach this point. Okay, so wherever you are, okay, like impedance A, first what you have to do, you should move to R is equal to 1 circle or G is equal to 1 circle like this. Okay, then you move on R is equal to 1 circle or G is equal to 1 circle to move the center of the Smith chart. Okay, so in this previous problem what I did, from here, okay, again here also you should move only on conductance circle or a resistance circle. Okay, so from here moved on conductance circle, I reached R is equal to 1 circle. This is R is equal to 1 circle. So from here again you should move only on R is equal resistance circle or a conductance circle from here to reach this point. See, if I move on a conductance circle, I do not reach. Okay, if I move here this direction, I do not reach. What I have to do, from here I should move only here in like this on the resistance circle. So I moved like this. Okay, this is for the previous. See, I moved like this, reached R is equal to 1 circle, and I came here. But here what I am doing, see, instead of moving this way, I moved on resistance circle like this, resistance circle, and reached G is equal to 1 circle. You see, this is G is equal to 1 circle. This is G is equal to 1 circle. I reached here. First, I reached from here to here on the resistance circle. Okay, in the anti-clockwise, it adds a series inductor. See here, like series inductor will be added. First, this is a del. This is a del. Okay, and moved on resistance circle in the anti-clockwise, sorry, capacitor in series. So this is capacitor in series added like this. On the resistance circle in the anti-clockwise direction adds capacitor in series. Next what I did, from here I moved like this. See why I stopped here? Because I reached G is equal to 1 circle. This is G is equal to 1 circle. That's why I stopped here. Okay, once you stop here, you can move over G is equal to 1 circles to reach this point. That's why I stopped. So from here, I moved on resistance circle in the anti-clockwise direction. It adds capacitor in series. From here, what I did, C to B, I moved on conductance circle in the anti-clockwise direction again. It is inductor in shunt. Anti-clockwise direction on the conductance circle adds inductor in shunt. Okay, so like that. So this is movement, how to do the movement over a Smith chart I am saying here. Okay, all of you must listen carefully. Wherever your impedance point is, from there either you move on conductance circle like this or a resistance circle such that you should reach the R is equal to 1 circle or G is equal to 1 circle. See, this is G is equal to 1 circle. You reach from here either this way to reach the conductance circle, or another solution is you can move like this and reach R is equal to 1 circle. This is R is equal to 1 circle. This is one solution, moving like this and reaching this position. Another solution is move like this and reach G is equal to 1 circle. Once you reach the G is equal to 1 circle or R is equal to 1 circle, you can easily reach this point. Okay, and rest is finding the values of inductor and capacitor. That we will see how to do that. First, you see how to do the movement over the Smith chart. So this is the way. Okay. Similarly, for example, here I have done here. See this. One more example. My load impedance is this ZA. ZA is this. See, this is the ZA. Okay. So from here, what we have to do, you should move either conductance circle. First, you should identify conductance circles and resistance circle passing through this point. See, this is the resistance circle passing. This is the resistance circle passing. And this is the conductance circle passing. You should carefully identify those two. Okay. After identifying which conductance circle and which resistance circle is passing through this point, you should identify which direction you should move. Either, see, for example, this is a conductance circle passing. Okay, we identified this is a conductance circle passing. But from here, which direction you should move, either this direction or this direction, to reach R is equal to 1 or G is equal to 1 circle. Okay. See, you are choosing conductance circle means you will be reaching R is equal to 1 circle. So from here, you can move like this. See, you can move like this. Upper, in the clockwise, anti-clockwise direction. You will be reaching, this is the R is equal to 1 circle. See like this. A to C, you move. Once we reach the R is equal to 1 circle, you stop. You find what element, which element added, moving A to C on the conductance circle in the anti-clockwise direction. It adds a shunt element and it is inductor because anti-clockwise direction adds a shunt on the conductance circle. Okay, A to C adds a shunt element. Now what we have to, from here you move like this. Okay, it adds the anti-clockwise direction and the resistance circle. It adds capacitor in series like this. So you can move like this. See, from here you can reach here and come like this. Okay, that is one solution. In another way also you can do from here. Again you can move on conductance. You see here, by doing like this you can reach R is equal to 1 in the below part also. You see here, this is R is equal to 1 circle. You can, instead of moving upward and coming to here, you can move from here to here first, then from here to here. That way also you can do. That gives another solution. Okay, so first you should identify. You can both the solution, if they ask, you can do both. Okay, if one solution, you can move either clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction, reach the R is equal to 1 circle. Okay, so that is one solution. See, from here to get a impedance matching network, what we did, we moved on a conductance circle here. Okay, but now you see resistance circle is also passing here. See, this is a resistance circle. Can I get a impedance matching if I move on resistance circle? See here, for example, I move like this. Shall I reach this point B? B. Our intention is to reach this point. Okay. See, to reach this point, actually what we needed, we should reach the R is equal to 1 circle or G is equal to 1 circle. Okay. See, from here, if I move here, can I reach R is equal to 1 circle or G is equal to 1 circle? No. See, if I move like this, it will end here. Or if I move on the resistance circle this way, it will be ending here. See, I never crossing the R is equal to 1 circle. You see, this is a R is equal to 1 circle. R is equal to 1 circle. If I move from here, either clockwise direction or in the anti-clockwise direction, on the resistance circle, I never reach a R is equal to 1 circle. So I cannot move from here either this way or this way. Okay, but only moving on conductance circle. See, this is a conductance circle, this one. Okay, this is a conductance circle. Moving in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction, I can reach this R is equal to 1 circle. Okay, but moving on this resistance circle passing through this point, I never reach R is equal to 1. R as G is equal to 1 circle, this circle also. Okay, but in the previous problem, we can observe difference between this from this problem to here. You see here in this problem what happened? See, from here if you move on conductance circle, we reached R is equal to one circle here, and moving on resistance circle we reached G is equal to one circle here. G is equal to one circle. The point impedance point is here. But we are not moving this way because it is not reaching any R is equal to one circle or a, because never reaching R is equal to one circle if you move like this. Similarly, if you move like this, you are never going to G is equal to 1, R is equal to 1. That's why we are not moving here in this way or this way. What we did, we moved like this and reached R is equal to 1 circle. That becomes one solution. Another is we moved on resistance circle and reached conductance. That becomes another solution. Okay, here one solution is moving on conductance circle first. See, moving on conductance circle and reaching R is equal to 1 circle. Another solution is moving on resistance circle. See, this is a resistance circle in the anti-clockwise direction to here, reaching the conductance, then to here. That is another solution. Okay, in the previous. But in this problem, what happens? You see, in resistance circle we do not get a solution at all. Only moving on conductance circle in the clockwise direction or anti-clockwise direction gives the solution. Okay, if you move on resistance circle there is no solution. Okay, so this is how to move over a Smith chart for a given problem. Okay, to reach the center of the Smith chart. Okay, in the next class we will see how to get a values of this. Okay, this movement will add some element. Okay, either series or a shunt element and a capacitor or a inductor. So we will see how to find the value of a capacitor or inductor in the next class. Okay, so all of you please go through this L matching network. This I have already, this lecture I have kept it in the YouTube channel, that is in my channel. Okay, L matching network, please all of you go through that video. You will be getting how to get the values of L and C. Okay, in the tomorrow class I will repeat the same thing, but better all of you must go through that lecture. Okay, all of you watched. It is needed for the next, as you know, in the in the amplifier design, it is very very important. That's why I am doing this. We will integrate this to that topic in the next class. Okay, impedance matching. Okay, we will leave now today, and all of you please go through that video.